they'll need to be.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. Think back to a time like the 1940s. World War II is going down. There were some indescribable, unexplained missions that went down, like this one. So, with that being said, it's time to talk movie. And this week, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. God, say that 10 times fast. 10, I can barely say it once. This film was directed by Guy Ritchie, based on a true story in World War II, where Henry Cavill leads this team of misfits that he chose to sink a German ship. It's pretty much Inglourious Bastards meets Suicide Squad, and I am not mad about it. I noticed that when a lot of people saw the trailer for this movie, they were kind of turned off because they thought it was just going to be one of those war films where it's just going to be guns and shooting and politics, but it's none of that. Well, I mean, yeah, there's guns and there's guns. Basically, it's a fun, action-packed, killing Nazis film. America! The action is its strongest part. I mean, the gunfights, the shooting scenes, the explosions, the fighting, the melee combat with knives and arrows and whatnot. It just brought so much variety to the current landscape that is film. All of these cast members look like they're having a great time shooting this. But more specifically, I wanted to point towards Henry Cavill and Alan Ritchson. Now, Alan Ritchson does a hilarious job at playing this Swedish guy. He's just so funny every time he's on screen, and the chemistry between him and Henry Cavill is just so cool, and it's just such a good time. The person who looks like they're having the most fun in this role is your lead character, Henry Cavill. And this type of role was so different than anything that we've really seen from Henry Cavill. And I think that goes to show just how much further he's built on his range. To be so expressive and extroverted and it's like so different and such a breath of fresh air that really makes you get with that character and you're like, I like this guy. Now that I see that side of Henry Cavill, I want more of it. Good job, Henry. The character development is slim, but that's because they're trying to introduce so many things that they're trying to keep you on to the focus of the mission, trying to sink this German ship, which is fine, but I did find myself not really wanting to care for most of the characters because I was like, I don't really know of them other than they're here and they're helping the rest of the guys. But the cast does a solid job at building an overall chemistry that adds to the fun factor of this film. And yes, like I said, it's like Kmart Inglourious Bastards, but it's still a good time. And the villain of this movie was a villain in Inglourious Bastards. Ironic, isn't it? No, this guy's just like always playing a German guy, and I don't have a problem with it because he actually does a decent job. To bring some con into this, I did feel like the passage of time was kind of slow, and the runtime as a whole probably could have been about 5-10 minutes shorter. Trust me, this film is very rated R. I mean, you're seeing people blow up, you're seeing people get shot, stabbed, explosions, you're seeing it all. A big point for me is that there's already been so many movies that are based on the time period of World War II. So you start to kind of question how many original ideas or concepts or stories can we base ourselves on to make a new, unique story. But Guy Ritchie did it. He found one and he's like, all right, here we go. I would definitely call this movie strikingly superb. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the action. It's a fun-filled ride that I feel like almost anybody could enjoy. And it was good to see Henry Cavill lead, not this like stoic, stiff leader, but someone who's got a backbone, someone who can limber up and be loose with their team. In many ways, the team here surrounding Henry Cavill is very complimentary. Each character brings something to the table that can only further the success of the mission. And with that said, I'm giving the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare a 4 out of 5. This was a really good time, and I would watch this again just to have some laughs, just to see some action, some killing Nazis. And you know what that means? It's a good time. That is all I have to say about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. If you saw it or if you're going to see it, put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is always so much appreciated here in the Sanctuary. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. And next to that is a notification bell for every week this lover boy, loving father comes up in your subscription feed. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.